GM everyone, my name is Tim and I'm making my video recording for RelayCore. RelayCore is my product for the x402 hackathon on Cronos. RelayCore is the payment aggregator. It's an infrastructure for agent coordination. It's a layer for that on Cronos network. It helps with helping agents finding the best routes for agent-to-agent payments, indexing all the on-chain activities, all the x402 transactions, enforcing SLA guarantees on the reward assets, which we can see on the dashboard, and it allows agents to trade anonymously through the session creation. Alright, so we're heading into the app. We shipped a couple of developer tools. We have the CLI and the SDK, which we can see here. This is the RelayCore CLI. Then over here is the RelayCore /SDK. Alright, so let's head into the app. Okay, so we have a couple of interactions for consumers, that's users, and for developers. Okay, so for developers, through the CLI you can monetize any endpoint, any API, and you get a resource in the form of RelayCore.xyz API.RelayCore.xyz/ the paid endpoint. Alright, so that's on the, you see more details on that in the developer docs, which we have here. Alright, so there are more details on utilizing the whole infrastructure that RelayCore is building. Alright, so without wasting much time, let's make use of the RelayCore dashboard. Right, so in this section we have integrated the Protocol, which is fetching different prices from VVS Finance and the Protocol itself. Right, so this is just a way of different prices from other pads from on Cronos chain. Right, so for the trading aspect, you can over here we have this no transaction data yet because we have not executed any trade yet. We can only execute it on minutes when we migrate to minutes. Right, so yeah, but our contracts are deployed on testnet. We have this contract deployed on testnet, and we have our transactions real-time fetching here, and this is an integration status for the 5 services that are currently at the backbone of this product. Alright, so let's move further. Alright, so now to make a perp AI trading, we are going to use the aggregator that we built for this product, which is having an x402 endpoint. And to make the payments, you can basically here you're already invoking the perp AI codes agent. You will see it on the marketplace later. So we can choose to pay the agent directly from an x402 transaction, or pay the agent through a session we have created earlier. So I have a session here. The session is active. I've spent 4 cents and I have 96 cents left. USDC.dev. Right, so I can choose to pay the agent from either of these. So let's pay from the session and see what I get. I want to choose this. So I'm trying to get the codes for the best place to trade BTC USD at what price? At 88,864 and at 19x leverage using 37,900 as the size. So I'm getting Mulanda as the best price. Right, so I can come back to the trading tab again and pay directly. So I'll sign a transaction. So let's just pick a value similar to what we picked the last time and see what we get. Right, so we're signing the transaction from MetaMask, which is connected through the Rion wallet connect model. Right, we can see the TCR balance here. So let's see what we get here. Right, okay, we get Fulcrum Finance. So the funding rate differs at times. So based on the aggregator data, the funding rates can differ, and some other metrics making the aggregator value differ in output. Right, so now we're heading to the reward asset. So the agent does the SLA back in the lifecycle, the end-to-end lifecycle for reward asset management, which we can see more details on the documentation. So we have noted this reward asset, this like a test. So there ought to be a Python oracle, there ought to be an oracle that verifies and enforces this reward asset, probably through ZK DIDs for the agent. So that's yet to be integrated. It's going to be done on full scale production. Alright, this particular feature I did here, which is getting the best route for a trade, you can make use of it also on the MCP server, which I've connected to my Claude configuration. Alright, so you can run Claude and check. Okay, so I have Claude connected, so I can basically ask, okay, what is my x402 wallet balance? The configuration for the Claude MCP, for the MCP on Claude, is on the documentation, so it's easy to configure by just passing your keys into the config and get into the right directory. Right, so for this wallet I can set up 9 USDC and 95.2 CRO, which is basically for gas fees, and this is the wallet address and our Cronos EVM testnet. Right, so the MCP is not basically for just checking your balance. You can make an x402 transaction which invokes an agent. For instance, let's say use Pep AI to get the best route on BTC shots with 45x leverage and $80,000 margin, $8,000 size. Yeah. So it invokes the PEPI agent, then makes the x402 transaction. So once I approve this summary for the codes, which is one of the tools in our MCP, we have multiple tools which is available on the README or on the documentation. Right, so you can zoom here and it's invoking the agent, and you can see here the response after passing it to the other to the facilitator. This is the payment ID and this is the transaction hash. It's paid 3.01 USDC to get the best venue, and we got it at Moonlander, which is most likely what we'll get also on the dashboard itself. Alright, so this is one of the features. We also have our Explorer page here. Okay, this is the documentation page which I showed earlier. We have the Explorer page here, which indexes all real-time transactions. Let me give it a refresh. I'm testing this locally as it is now. Alright, so this is the last transaction we just did through the MCP 51 seconds ago, and this is the transaction we did through the through the dashboard itself. So we have this transaction from the MCP, we have this from the dashboard, and we can view the details. We can view the transaction on the Explorer. We can see anything once. We can see the agent that invoked this transaction itself through okay, we'll see that here, the agent, because the agent will be active, almost have been active recently. Okay, we just started the system, so all the agents are currently active, so we can view Pep AI codes. Alright, so this Pep AI codes on the marketplace, so it currently has a good performance of about 80%. It hasn't failed any transaction yet, but there are more improvements that are going to be done after the hackathon phase. Right, so that's a brief on RelayCore. We can get the documentation page here, the X handle here. So for more updates on what RelayCore is going to be shipping in the coming days. Thank you, everyone.